I've been putting this off for several months, but I need a dress form that is a perfect match for my measurements.
If you're just tuning in, I wrapped myself in cellophane, then wrapped myself in duct tape to create a duct tape mold of my whole body, and then we poured some expanding foam into that duct tape mold. I redid the bottom half of my body because it was a little bit wonky. Then I cut out 2 pieces of wood that I'm going to use as the mounting plates for the bottom of those legs, sanded them down, and now you're up to speed. Now that I've unwrapped the bottom half of my body, there were some holes in here that I was not anticipating, so I grabbed a can of expanding foam. You definitely want to glove up anytime I'm using it. Give her a little shake, and it comes with these little straw attachments, and they're pretty easy to use. You just screw on the straw attachment to the top, turn the bottle upside down, give her another shake, and then start spraying. I'm reinforcing any areas that were somehow hollow just because the way the original foam had poured. The bottom of the legs had poured in this really weird way where they were kind of hollow around the edges, so I filled in all of that and did the best I could to try and make it flat on the bottom of those legs. Once I'm done filling all those holes, we are going to wait the allotted 1 hour before going to our next step. And now she's all dry and completely solid, so we can start carving her. I'm using this little electric meat knife that I use anytime I'm carving any type of foam. For now, we're just going to flatten the bottom of these legs so we can mount on our wood mounting plate. To do that, I needed to get a new set of drill bits. This is a really cheap one, and I couldn't figure out how to get it open until I looked it up and figured out that once you unlatch it, you have to pull this little red pin directly out, and only then will it let you open it for some reason. Now I'm going to grab those wood mounting plates, and I'm going to need some way to attach the bottom of this wood to the stand that we're going to use. So I'm going to attach these iron flange fittings. Make a mark and drill our 4 little holes in there so that I can take my little bolt, throw a washer on that puppy, and screw those bolts in to attach that fitting. The foam that we used to make the legs are soft enough that I can just jam it on top of those bolts, and to attach it I'm going to use some of that expanding foam. Spray a little foam on there, and it actually works pretty well as an adhesive for the foam itself. I propped her up overnight to allow the foam to completely dry, and once I come back in the morning, those bottoms are completely attached. Constructing the bottom part of this is actually pretty easy. We're going to be using some PVC, and first I clean off any of that extra foam. I picked up a couple 90-degree elbow fittings for PVC that are 3/4 inch that fit directly into that iron fitting. Once I've got both of those screwed in, I'm going to measure the amount of PVC that I need, and I'm going to chop that PVC using this PVC cutter. I had to go grab a new one, and I was pretty mad about it. The stand I'm going to use for this is the stand to my old dress form. Slide that puppy right on there to make sure it fits, and it's going to hold the weight, and the balance is all right and everything like that. And it was. So now we're going to start carving this a little bit more. Using that same electric meat carving knife, I'm going to start smoothing out any of the major bumps, and I'm going to flatten out the top of this waist so that we can attach the torso from the first form to the butt that I made on the second form, which means of course I have to remove the torso from the first form. So I'm going to bisect that at the waist with a couple inches extra. I placed it on top of the butt we already mounted, took a couple measurements, and decided I needed to take off a couple of extra inches at the waist. And next up, we're going to attach these two with a PVC pole right in the middle. And spoiler, this is what she's going to end up looking like in a few steps.